the brother. He said you have other people on your slate, and then you want to talk about them. You want to talk about what is I want you to say what is experience. What do you mean by experience?
Well, number one, the experience is behind the wheel. That's number one. Also, everybody on my slate's got years on the job, so they can relate with the contract. They understand what's going on with the contract. That's experience. That's people that I picked according to their knowledge, their expertise, and their years on the job. And remember one thing, the president has most of the control of the union. And if I'm putting these people on, they're going to be taught the right way. You remember one thing, and if I hear correctly, the gentleman said that he was supporting me. Michael's never drove a school bus. He doesn't know what it is to be behind the wheel of a cold bus every morning, starting up and waiting for it to warm up, and picking up children and having parents yell at them and criticize them because the driver's a couple minutes late because it's snow on the ground. He has no knowledge of that. You got a person here that has the knowledge of that. I'm still driving a school bus.
And then he's the president now.
Exactly.
Never drove a bus.
I have 11 years as a shop steward. I had 9.5 years as a working delegate at the Board of Education, representing all the members with a 95% record. I also was a working delegate for 5.5 years. I went to immigration with members to help them out. I got people back pay. I fought the Board of Education left and right. I also fought the Board of Education on red lights. They wanted to suspend the woman for 3 red lights at the time before they went ahead that the companies threw this in the policies. So that's the experience.
So when you say you don't know other people, let me say something about myself, okay? Because let me put les points sur les i pour. I've been in this industry for 24 years, and then I was one of the first guy who went to the chief and complained about the corruption, complained about the mob running our union. My name is Raymond LaRoche. So if you don't call that experience, I don't know what do you call experience. I'm running as a vice president for Cordero State. So I don't want to talk about me all the time because to me it's not fair. If you want, my brother, go to the chief archives. You will see my name, Raymond LaRoche, fighting for 16,000 members. At that time, you know what people say? Women, I'm going to buy me a black suit to go to your funeral. They already think I'm going to be a dead man. So what do you call experience? What do you want as experience? Who have Julio, who been fighting all alone? As a matter of fact, Julio, tell him you already suspended because the company know about you. Tell him something.
Yes, as I started to say, I've been in this industry. I just completed my 21st year. Okay, I've been fighting for those 21 years. Now they know the type of experience that I have. Okay, when I started in this industry, in my very first company, I was disgusted with the way the business was being handled. On the word that I gave my members, 400 drivers and escorts left my first company and came over to Caravan to join 1181 in the early 90s. I became their shop steward with an overwhelming vote, 399 to 1.
So now, you don't call that experience, brother? The man was a shop steward. You don't call that experience? We have a guy here, 45 years he's been driving. So you don't call that experience? He knows what's going on.
And one thing I want to say, Raymond, everybody on my slate knows the contract in and out. Well, they have plenty of years experience. Yeah. They could tell you the book in and out.
Let me tell you a little bit about me also. I went to jail by fighting against that union. I went to jail. My name is Raymond LaRoche. I'm running for vice president on this union for the Salerno Slate. What do you mean? How much experience do you want me to have? I've been fighting all along. Wait a minute. When I was fighting for the members, it's okay. But now for me to run for vice president, it's not okay. I don't have experience. So man, listen. Pay attention to the word experience. Pay attention to it. Don't let people push you. You said you've been here for 9 years. I understand that, brother. Let me tell you something. I have a lot of experience. Ask people. I was on the chief talking about seasonal death. You know what they call seasonal death? There is a time in this union. Every Christmas, every Easter, every summer, they take money. is Mr. Edzer Florison. He's running for financial secretary. Tammy, let me ask him a question because so Haïtien pareil. Edzer, so poté dans Diakoutou pour position ça.
Mon cher, après c'est d'abord c'est me présenter tête moi auditeur, c'est dire Florissant.
Et combien de temps on est dans l'industrie?
28 ans dans l'industrie.
Wow.
Yeah. Moi pas jamais associé à rien dans l'industrie que lever à travail. Mais je conseille des brothers qui fait appel à moi-même et que moi pas mes côtés pour mon assassiner caractère, pas m'associer à rien moi qui parle legit. Mais étant donné que next ça moi mes programme moi que li pas gain difficulté pour m'embarquer avec eux.
Bon, il n'y a pas de difficulté, mais on connaît, it's a long road. Et son route qui est long. Moi, c'est nous trois Haïtiens qui gagnent dans cette là. C'est Raymond Laroche qui moi-même qui est micro avec un autre brother que américain, il est Jean Gaston, mais nous-mêmes, nous avons pris les Jean Gaston. Et dire, route la tof, ou dit que vous pas associé à moun. Est-ce que c'est on connaît Tami, capoté changement, elle parle de pension médicale, salarié, pour mettre et n'a pas encore là. Hello? Hello? Yes, hello? Sorry. Yeah, it's so, Kounia, ou apporter changement, ouvrir une Tami Soleno pour changement. Mais est-ce qu'on file que le nous entrons dans nous pas changer, n'a prêté avec agenda que nous gagnons.
Bon, ça c'est un point que je pensé avec en pile parce que nous connaissons un lien à suivre. Automatiquement que nous dévions, moi pas la donne. Ça c'est sérieux, moi pas la donne parce que pour contrat ce là, c'est un couleuvre que l'union mettait dans la bouche pour nous aller.
Yes.
Nous pas de choix, nous obligés de voter.
Parce que vous use sphere tactique.
Exactement.
Si nous pas voter, nous pas le strike.
Oui.
La vie dit.
Étant donné qu'on est dans l'économie, qu'on a pas de choix pour pas de job, obligé de voter, mais c'est pas ça, et pas ça d'appeler.
Tammy, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Eze. With your agenda here in front of me.
Yes.
So when you become president by June 30th, are you going to respect that agenda? Increase for the matron?
Oh, yes. Matron? Yes.
And then the pension, there will be an increase?
Yes, there will be.
And then...
I'm a man of my word.
And then representation for all the members.
Yes.
So, Tammy, I've been in this industry for 24 years, and then I'm with you running for president. I'm a man of my word, like AJ said. If you said you're going right, we have to go right. If you said you're going left, we have to go left. I'm going to tell you, frankly speaking, I like the program.
Hello, everyone. My name is Marie Damasi. I wanted to say a few words. I'd like to start off by saying how honored I was the day that Tommy Salerno asked me to be on his slate. But never in my wildest dreams, with all the changes and the turn of events that took place for us, did I think I would be in a position of running for recording secretary. But no matter where I am on the slate, my job performance is still going to be the same. And that'll be to listen to all of our members' grievances and fight for their rights and voices to be heard with the company and with the Board of Ed. I must commend Tommy for choosing the finest, most qualified, ambitious, well-spoken, well-educated people he could find to fill his slate and to represent each and every member. I know it wasn't an easy job to do, but with the final results, the puzzle is complete and everyone fits like a glove. And we are like family now. We talk, we laugh, we joke. But when we have to get down to serious business, we come up with extraordinary decisions. And I know that I don't stand alone in saying as long as our leader comes out to be a winner and becomes our next president, Tommy Salerno is the only person qualified to unite our union and its members with the respect and dignity we deserve and what we waited so long for.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I didn't finish. I just want to say one more thing. Just wanted to say, through a fair and democratic process, may God stand beside us, and may the best man win.
And laces. The one and only Julio. So Julio, what's up, man?
Good evening, Raymond. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Julio Echevarria. I've had the distinct pleasure of being selected by Mr. Salerno to take up the fight to get your union back. Now, Mr. Salerno, I had a few people come to me, and they've asked me a question about the medical. And there's a big concern about the medical you were discussing it earlier. Now, how are you planning to get us back to a Plan A from a Plan B, which Mr. Cordiello negotiated?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is going to get in touch with a few insurance companies and see what the best plan they can give me. On an A plan, of course, not a B like Michael did. And for the best cost. There's a lot of insurance companies out there dying to get 16,000 members under them. So they will sit down with me and they will discuss a good price with an A plan that we know out of cost pocket out of any of our members. And that's what I'm going to work with. It, it could be MagnaCare, it could be Blue Cross and Blue Shield, Empire. It could be any one of them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to notify a few of them, come down, give me a presentation, and whoever presentation night that I think is going to be the best for my members, that's the one I'm going to go with.
Yes, they're also concerned about this money that we're paying into this medical. You touched on that also. How are you planning to eliminate this, and what are we going to do with that money?
All right. Oh, remember, the members right now are paying $10 and $12 a week out of their checks just to put into medical that you're never going to see because nobody can retire on these pensions. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to bring the pensions up. The second thing I want to do is get rid of this medical, the retiree medical, and this time and at no cost out of the members, and let us pick it up because there's not that many people retiring that we can't afford to pay for the people that are retiring medical. And take that money and put it towards our pensions.
All right,
and give them free medical when they retire because it could be part of our plan once I can get in touch with insurance companies.
Another subject that we want to touch on is a few members have come to me, and they're hearing more and more about this red light policy. Now, who instituted this red light policy?
Michael Cordiello. And it's only a policy with companies. It's not in our contract, so it's not hard to get it out.
Tommy, listen.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Westchester. A guy came to me and said, Michael Cordiello said Thomas Salerno put the red light camera. And then I want you to explain to people what was your position, and if you have that position at the union now, you cannot introduce the red light camera. So make it clear for them to
Right.
understand.